can read hieroglyphics. And she's like, I wanted a date from hell with a doctor who said, we don't know how the pyramids were built. You tell me your theory and I'll tell you mine. And she goes, who's we? I have a master's in Egyptology. I can tell you exactly. And then she like actually cites academic reports, what experts think was done. And I love that. Like, you're allowed to be an expert and be critical of people who think they know what they're talking about. I will say this with the utmost of arrogance, and I have no problem saying this. First, I'll caveat with, I'm wrong a lot. I am very arrogant. I read things, I consider things, I calculate things, I come to conclusions, and sometimes those are wrong. However, I will say this. When I'm having conversations with this, I know exactly what Parker is going to say already. I've already considered 90% of what this young man has to say. I have sat in this room every day for 12 hours reading hundreds of thousands of articles, and I've considered all of these things. I take a look at the Iran war, and let me lay it out like this. Trump moves in on Venezuela, takes out Maduro, seizes U.S. oil assets from Venezuela and their oil infrastructure, surrounds Cuba, cuts off their oil. Clearly, Trump is securing the largest oil producer in the world for some reason, because shortly after this, an armada was sent to the Strait of Hormuz, and then we get involved into a war with Iran. Now, every other day, we hear about how Trump's working towards a peace agreement to open the Strait of Hormuz, and it never happens, like a yo-yo. What's the conclusion? Trump made a move on Venezuela to secure the largest oil producer in the world. He knew they were going to go to war with Iran and it was going to close the Strait of Hormuz, and he's intentionally keeping it closed because it's cutting off China from 40% of their oil. But the argument that Trump made a mistake and didn't know what he was doing is a stupid argument compared to my assessment. I've already considered what you have to say as it pertains to Iran. I may be wrong, but again, the point you are going to be made has already been considered and doesn't fit with the logic of the issues.